work that we had been doing last week. You guys did an awesome job on that. We're going to work on a little lesson that I have for you guys with diversity. So let's look at PowerPoint. There we go. Okay. Destiny, do you need to discuss me? Okay, aren't you supposed to go with Justin and Angus in the morning? No. You're supposed to go every morning. She what?
She said that only, or Justin said that she can
Okay. Why don't you go over and just check with her, okay? Go. There we go. Okay. See it? There we go. So the diversity in our classroom. These are the guided notes that I pass out for you. Have you guys used guided notes before? No? The guided notes, what it is, it's kind of like to help you, like a graphic organizer, to organize what we're learning and what we're going to be discussing. So I have different questions on here, and the bold topics, like the first one, diversity is not what you may think. They're going to go along with the slides, and I'll help guide you through them. But also there's some spaces that are blank. You're going to fill those in using the PowerPoint, okay? Yes. Today, it's already on there, February 19th. So first let's talk about what diversity means. What do you think diversity means? Before you answer any questions, I want you to talk with the people around you like we did last week. Come up with some ideas about what diversity means, and then write it down on your paper. So go ahead and talk together, and I'm going to come around. Abby, did you want to come up? Cole and Dejanay, do you want to get to a group? You can either go over into this group. Do you want to sit in Justin's seat? Cole? Go ahead and talk. Samuel Gage, we're talking about what diversity means with our group, okay? diversity? Avery, what did your group? I heard some good conversation back there.
We said that diversity means to like separate people on like their common interest or by what they like or how they act or all that kind of stuff. And we used the guided notes to kind of, because we knew what it was, but it was just kind of hard to explain.
Hard to explain. So you're saying diverse, you're saying different interests?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, different interests, good. Let's go to this group next. Abby or Kennedy, whichever one of you want to go. Go ahead, Kennedy, and then we'll go to Abby.
Okay, we put different because like some people might be from like a different country or they might speak a different language or some people.
What did you say, Abby?
Because they don't live in the same house.
Different homes you come from?
Like
different
families,
families?
different
Different
haircuts,
haircuts? Right.
whatever.
I don't think any of us have the same haircut in here, do we? I don't think any of us wear the same clothes.
No.
Sometimes we might wear the same clothes. I don't think any of us sound exactly the same, right?
No.
And we all don't come from the same family or the same home, do we? Right. Okay, Samuel Gage.
I put difference.
Difference. And what do you mean by difference?
Like, I think of diversity as like divide.
Divide, okay. You can take that word from there. So there's a divide in the differences between us. What else did this group come up with?
Difference.
I don't see much else written on here. Difference is all we came up with. So we have the diversity, we said different families. What about different cultures? Does anyone know what ethnicity or if their ancestors came from a different country? Avery?
We heard ethnic groups in social studies.
Okay, tell me about that.
That means that they all come from like different, or they all believe in different gods or whatever it is, and they all come from different places, and their heritage can like back that up. So
Very good. So different traditions, different ethnicities. I know that my family, on both sides of my family, my great-great-grandparents came from Czechoslovakia. So it's a country over in Europe. So that they came over, they immigrated here, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but that they bring their traditions, their heritage, and their culture over, and some of them we still carry on today. My great-grandmother, when she was living, she spoke Czechoslovakian, and on Easter, we would have a saying that we would say to each other. I couldn't speak it, but I knew a certain saying, so every Easter we would say that to each other. So that was pretty neat. So those are some great ideas with diversity. And I like over here they said maybe it can be the color of our skin. That's right. It could be the color of our skin. Cole and I, we don't have the same color skin. Logan and I don't. We're all little shades different. We're all different. And that shows that that's one type of diversity, but diversity is a whole range of things. Okay, so we see that. Now do we see the next slide? Diversity is not what you may think. Being diverse does not only depend on our ethnicity, race, or the color of our skin. Diversity is way bigger than that. You guys definitely showed some great reasons and ideas of how diversity is so much bigger than just our ethnicity, race, or color of our skin. Yes? Avery, did you have a question? Okay. We'll let you guys get that filled out. Cole, stay with us here. We're filling this out. Make sure you're filling in your guided notes. Good job on E. Isaac K. Devin, we have it filled out. Your way, I'm sorry. Run it in front of you. So I have a little kind of experiment we're going to try. Though we may appear different, we are all the same. So how many people like eggs? Eat scrambled eggs, sunny side eggs, omelets. Okay, so everyone. Good, good. So not you?
Not me.
Me either, actually.
I can eat them hard boiled. That's about the only way.
Me too.
Or deviled.
I like deviled and I like them hard boiled and pickled.
I don't like pickles.
No.
I get fried or
Ooh, yeah.
scrambled or ew.
So what I brought today, and my roommates, they love eggs, so they actually have 2 different eggs. I want you to raise your hand and tell me some differences that you see, just by looking at them, and or some similarities. Isaac K.
They have different colors.
They're different colors, okay, so that's one difference. Let's think about similarities also. That was a good difference. I.e.
Well, they're both eggs.
They're both eggs. We can assume that they're both eggs. Very good. Logan? They came from a different chicken. Why do you think they came from a different
Because
chicken?
it would be a different different kind of chicken than a brown egg than a white egg.
Very good prediction. I like that. I like that. Who else? John?
They might both end up on an omelet.
They might end up on an omelet. Some similarities. I
They're the same shape.
They're the same shape. Yeah, they're pretty much the same shape, right? Yeah. I think we can look at that. Avery.
They both probably have the same nutritional value to them.
Might have the same nutritional value. Logan.
They both have a shell.
They both have a shell. Cole, what do you think?
That one's more round.
Oh, okay. So this one's maybe a little rounder. Kennedy?
They both have eggs.
They both have eggs inside of them.
Yolk.
Okay, so they both have eggs inside of them.
Yolk and
But these are different colored eggs. So are the eggs inside of them going to be different? Because they're different on the outside.
no.
We totally can see that they're different colors on the outside, right? What, Abby? Why do you think they're going to be the same, but they're different on the outside? They're both eggs, but they're different on the outside. They both what?
They both produce the same thing.
But they're different.
Maybe not as much or as many, but they both produce the same amount. Almost the same amount of egg.
Avery.
It's just like, although some people may be the same color or they are rounder or a little more egg-shaped, then it's just like with humans. They can be different colors or have different things about them, but we're all humans or, in this case, eggs.
Very good. You lead me right into what I'm saying. You're right there for me. So we think if I crack these eggs, I have 2 plates up here. I'm going to crack these eggs. I'm going to crack these eggs. They're going to be the same thing.
Yes. Yeah.
We all agree on that. There's no one that thinks there's going to be different on the inside. Okay, I saying maybe they're going to be a little bit different.
I'm not going to pick sides until I see.
You know what?
Well, we
It
have to,
could be a little bit different because the shell could get in it.
we can think of different things that might influence it, but Pop, one second, you can hear me. Pop, one second, you can hear me. We're thinking about just the inside, and when I crack these, what they're going to look like.
Egg whites and yolk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we think they're going to be the same. Show of hands. Who thinks they're going to be the same when I crack them on the inside, even though they're different colors? Oh, we have some discrepancy. I'm going to do it on Cole's desk right here. Cole, stay right there. Thank you. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second so we can see. Okay, the brown egg. Can everyone see? If you can't see, you can stand up. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Y'all see So we put Dejanay saying they're going to be the same. Okay?
I'm still saying half.
Still saying half.
That white part looks a little bit.
No, I said it was the same.
Rock, paper towels and cleaner, don't worry.
Yep, first there.
Yes.
Let's look if I can do it without spelling them. So what do we observe? Generally, what do we observe?
It has a white spot.
That's just it's
What can we observe, Ivy? Are they the same or different?
same.
Same? Does everyone agree, Sierra? You agree they're pretty much the same? Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty much, they look pretty much the same on the inside. One's a little bit darker, maybe. They look pretty much the same though. I'm going to set these over here now. Logan, back in your seat for me. So we can observe that even though, Cole, can we act mature enough so I can learn from my teaching? That's why I videotape it, so I can watch it later and see what I can improve on to help myself improve. It's not to be silly or funny or goofy, okay? So even though that the eggs were pretty different on the outside,
The same on the inside.
they're pretty much the same on the inside. So we found out that even though we look different on the outside, we talk different, some of us are taller or shorter, we wear different clothes, and we come from different families and different cultures, and we have different traditions, we still are all the same on the inside. We all breathe the same way, we all have the same heartbeat and insides, and I've got it. Logan, we don't have to be silly today. It's okay. So diversity. I put some different types of diversity. We're on the next slide down here, so make sure you're filling them out. Cultural diversity. Different cultures. We all bring different cultures. Ethnic diversity. Religious diversity. Some of us, we have different religions. We go to different churches. Or we go to synagogues. Gender diversity. We have girls and boys. Age diversity. There's definitely an age diversity between you and I. Appearance diversity. We were talking about the way we look. Family diversity. Some of us come from a real big family with lots of brothers and sisters. Some of us are an only child. Some of us have our grandparents living with us. Some of us have cousins and aunts and uncles living right by us. And then I also said geographic diversity. Think about the people that live in Alaska. Do you think they live the same way that we do?